So, this is Dave K9AT, and I'm going to make another YouTube video for my channel. So recently, I bought this battery generator on Amazon, but actually I got it on Anker website because they had the same price as Amazon, so it'd be better to buy it from the manufacturer. So anyways, this device um, was retailing for $13.99, and they have it on sale right now for $10.99. Well, during Amazon Prime, I got it for $6.99 as of this week. Actually, 2 weeks ago is when I ordered it. So, anyways, why am I making this video about this? Well, there's been countless videos of the 757 extolling the virtues of it and all the features. So I'm not going to tell you all about that because that's been covered in many other videos by other YouTubers. But what I'm going to talk about is when I went to use this, and I bought it for going camping. So going camping with this thing is like if you've seen the movie Apollo 13, where they're trying to get back to Earth and every watt matters. Well, it's kind of like an Apollo 13 in that you need to conserve the power that this provides in order to make it through the day or through the weekend. So anyways, when I got to my campsite up in Wisconsin, it was a non-electric campsite. And so there's electric campsites and non-electric. Well, the electric campsites go fast, and I think those all book all up every early in the season. And so it's like I think they're kind of like willed to the family in past years, because to try to get an electric site up there is impossible. So I'm left to either not go to the state park and go to places like Yogi and whatever that have full hookups and they're always available, or going to the state park and using non-electric. And so this is the purpose of the uh, purchase of the 757 Anker. So what I'm going to tell you is some tips. This is going to be a short video. And so when I got to the campsite, um, the um, the shore power was hooked up to the power outlets right there, like would normally be. And so I watched as the power over several, well, I think it was like 2 or 3 hours, went from 100% down to 70%. And I was like, oh, yeah, this isn't going to make it through the weekend. So I had to discover what was sucking all the power, because the power, which is displayed here, the usage, if I have the outlets on, will say in the corner right here what the power being used is. So it was like in the 400s. So it was like, well, if that is the case, and at that rate, it's not going to last the full weekend. So I had to figure out what was sucking the power. Well, anyways, I forgot that I've got the electric being run for the refrigerator. And so the refrigerator is dual fuel. It goes with the propane or electric. And so if it was on automatic, which it was, it always favors the electric. But you can take it off automatic and you can go get the fuel or the power to run the refrigerator from the propane. Now, how it does that, I don't know. It doesn't make sense because the propane is hot. Well, typically like using it for the furnace and cooktop, but it was able to control and provide the power for the refrigerator. So someone who's knowledgeable than me can explain that on this channel. So anyway, so when I put the power or switch on the refrigerator to propane, then the power dropped on the meter to like 20 watts, which is acceptable. But at that point, the damage had been done. So I kind of thought, well, let's see how we're gonna live through the weekend to make this thing last. Because running on 12 volts, it's doable. But if you want to make waffles and things like that, or run the microwave, you can't, because it requires 120 volts. Or making that cup of coffee with the Keurig in the morning. So so I looked at the rules, and the Wisconsin state parks, and they forbid the generators, even though it's quiet, but it's not allowed in the rules, because if one person does it, then everyone would have to. So I thought there, as I was going to sleep, it's like, you know what? This is portable. This is portable. Let's take both of those and leave the state park and run this thing for an hour and a half, which is all it requires to get this to full 100%, and then return to the campsite. So, I mean, this is kind of simple, like no-brainer, but I was thinking I had to run the generator in the park to charge this, and I couldn't because I would violate the rules. But so anyways, that's what I did. And so I returned with the battery generator to 100% capacity by charging the battery generator with my Honda. And it's really a quick charge. So I brought my iPad and was surfing while this thing was charging. And this thing, from flat to 100%, it was charging up in like an hour and a half, because that's all it takes. So I mean, the other YouTubers have identified this as the great generator, and it's not it's not the 767s on the wheels, but at that price point, $699, I can't bargain or ask for anything different. So so then I'm going to show you. There's connections in the back, and so the yellow connector is for solar, okay? And then that's the reset button. So this is the power cord going to the Honda generator. So I think maybe you're saying, well, just buy a solar panel. That would save the trouble of having to cart the generator out of the park. But problem is, I had that ordered, but it didn't make it in time for this camping trip. But it will be here this week, and so I'll report back to you on how this thing charges with the solar. So anyways, that just takes care of this video, and I'm going to wrap this up. And if you notice, my audio is nice and loud, and my video is steady, because I'm using a gimbal and a wireless mic. So I'm upping my game. Okay, well, 7.3, not really ham radio related, except for the generator, which I use this for field day. But this could be a generator for the field day too. And this concludes this video. So thanks for watching. And if you like this video, like this and subscribe. That's what I hear all from any other YouTuber. So I'm going to follow the practice. Okay, 7.3.